Myself, Dr. Kushagra Dubey, Associate Professor, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Today, the video lecture topic is drug distribution system in hospitals, and it is a continuation part of that the last video, in which the unit dose dispensing is not completed. So, today's topic is unit dose dispensing in drug distribution system in hospital. So for this, unit dose dispensing are those medications which are ordered, packed, handled, administered and charged in multiple of single dose unit containing a predetermined amount of drug or supply sufficient for one regular use. So it is a unit dosage form like tablet, capsules, single unit dose. Advantages of this: patient receives improved services and are charged for only those doses which are administered. Nurses get more time for direct patient care. Medication errors are reduced. More space is available in nursing station by eliminating bulky floor stock. So these are the advantages. Now what are the disadvantages? It requires more space since packaging material increases the bulk of the dosage form. It requires increased number of skilled personnel in the pharmacy, and the cost of medication is increased to the patient due to increased handling charges. So these were the disadvantages. Now there are mainly two methods for dispensing of unit dosage form. These are centralized unit dose drug distribution system (CODD) and decentralized unit dose drug distribution system (DUDD). So, for centralized unit dose drug distribution system, all inpatient drugs are dispensed in unit doses and all the drugs are stored in central area of the pharmacy and dispensed at the time the dose is due to be given to the patient. Drugs retransferred from the pharmacy to the indoor patient by medication cards. So, it is distributed when needed and by the card. To operate the system, delivery devices such as medication cards or pneumatic tubes are required. For this, the devices such as medication cards or pneumatic is required. Now second is decentralized unit dose dispensing system. This operates through small centralized pharmacy located on each floor of the hospital. Procedure is what? Patient profile card containing full date, disease, diagnosis is prepared. Profile card is prepared. Prescription are sent directly to the pharmacist, which are then entered in the patient profile card. Pharmacist checks medication order. Patient profile card and prescription order is filed by pharmacy technician. The nurses administer the drugs and make the entry in their records. So the main thing for decentralized unit dose dispensing is that the medication or the profile cards is prepared in which the full date, disease, diagnosis is written. And the pharmacist checks the medication order. Junior pharmacist picks medication order and place drugs in card. Pharmacist check the card prior to release. The nurse administer the drugs and make the entry in their record. Upon return to the pharmacy, the card is rechecked whether the drug is given or not. Now advantages: easy for the administration staff. Accounting become easier in certain cases. Better stability of the product like Eno pouch. Disadvantages: high cost, consumes more time and doubtful, will occupy more space for storing, ledger, posting and inventory control problem. So these are the disadvantages of this. Now the next is the dispensing of controlled drugs like narcotic drugs. These drugs should be kept under lock and key because they are the controlled drugs. A separate register should be maintained to register them. So what is the procedure? Medical superintendent is overall responsible for handling of controlled drugs. Chief pharmacist procure, store and dispense the drug. So this is the responsibility of the medical superintendent to handle the controlled drug, and the responsibility of the chief pharmacist to procure, store and dispense the drug. Prescription of narcotic drug under Narcotic and Psychotic Substances Act 1985 must include following informations like the patient's full name is there, address, date, name and strength of the drug, quantity of a drug given, signature of the prescriber who prescribed the drug, dose and route of administration. It should be there in the form. If the required drug is not in the stock, the complete controlled drug prescription must be written on hospital prescription blank form by registered medical practitioner, and it should be duly signed by him. Delivery of narcotic drugs from pharmacy to ward should be carried out by reliable person. After dispensing, nurse resume responsibility for administration, control and auditing of the inventory. If patient refuse or doctor cancel any dose, nurse should destroy the drug into the sink and record refused by patient or cancelled by doctor. It should not be wasted. Requisition form for ward stock control substances. So, ward, this is the name of the pharmacy, ward, code and date, number of tablet or capsules which should be given, checked items, these are the checklist of the item and this is the price. Like 25 tablet of codeine sulfate, 30 for morphine sulfate, 20 of morphine sulfate ampule and 20 phenobarbital tablet. Item. So, this is the form which should be filled. And doctor order for administration of controlled drug. The following information must appear on the doctor's controlled drug order sheet. Which date? What is the date? Patient's full name, patient's hospital number, specific description of drug like order, strength, number of tablets, amount to be given or amount to be taken by the patient. It should be appear on the doctor's controlled drug order sheet which carried by the doctor or the physician. Now, prescription. In dispensing of controlled substances, following requirement should be with prescription. Prescription requirement. Drugs may be dispensed on the oral prescription in an emergency situation. If this situation is emergency, and no prescription for a controlled substance in Schedule 2 may be refilled. Controlled substance in Schedule 3 or 4 may not be dispensed in a written or oral prescription in confinement. So, if the controlled substance is there, then no prescription for a controlled substance in Schedule 2 may be refilled. Now, daily controlled drug administration is there. Means daily, there is a one form for daily controlled drug administration form where the date, ward number, floor number, floor is there, which is the floor number, daily controlled drug administration form, patient's name, a specific description of the drug description, number of tablet, strength used, order by doctor and administration by nurse. The doctor's name is signed, administration by the nurse, her name, sign, patient's name, description of the drugs, number of tablets should be there. Information on daily controlled drug administration sheet. There is a sheet also for this form, with the form. The full information required on a daily controlled drug administration sheet is as follows. Date. What is the date? Amount given. patient's full name, patient's hospital number, name of doctor ordering, signature of the order of the nurse, and the name of the nurse who is administered. Ordering ward stock of the controlled substance from the pharmacy or requisition for ward stock controlled substance is completed by insertion a check mark opposite the name, strength of controlled substance desired before any new controlled substances are issued to a ward. So this is the ordering ward stock. Now, in the last video we have seen about the inpatient, now outpatient. Outpatient refer to a patient not occupy a bed in a hospital or in a clinic, health centers and other places. Outpatient load into the three categories: emergency, tertiary care and the primary care. These three categories are for the outpatients. If we talk about the emergency, a person given emergency or accidental care for conditions which require immediate medical attention, like emergencies, suffering from serious health conditions or illness. So these are known as emergency conditions. Like accidental care is there. Now tertiary care, he or she directly to outpatient department. The patient is gone to outpatient department by his attending medical practitioner for specific treatment other than an emergency treatment. Tertiary case means the specific treatment is needed for the patient other than the emergency treatment. Now primary care is a majority care. It describes a range of services adequate for meeting. Most primary care is used by patients who are ambulatory, that is, are able to move about freely. So, these are the primary care treatment. Location of outpatient dispensary, where it is located. It should be located on the ground floor of the building. Ground floor. The outpatient dispensing area should be provided with proper seating arrangement. The pharmacy receives its supplies from medical store weekly, but emergency supplies can be obtained at any time. The pharmacy receives the drugs from the medical store weekly, but in emergency, it can be go for daily. Now, this is the layout of outpatient department OPD. These are the racks for storing drugs. Refrigeration area is there. Dispensary is here. These are the windows for dispensing the drugs, and this is the seating arrangement for patient. It should be there. Pharmacy is located in the ground floor. Now, outpatient activity chart means when patient RS written by a doctor, the outpatient come with the prescription. It is reviewed by the pharmacist. Pharmacist reviewed it. Then filling of prescription, labeling and all that. Then dispensing of patient for it is two types: prescription payment and prescription file. Now if you talk about the prescription payment, then receipt of payment, it is whether cash or change, and then report is filed, and then prescription file regular. If the prescription is regular, then in regular file, and if it is a narcotic, then in narcotic file it will be fine. Now, drug distribution to outpatient, if we talk about, no medicament should be issued without the prescription. So, prescription should be there. After the issue has been made, the quantity supplied must be recorded. All thing is recorded. Medicines are given to the outpatient from the pharmacy situated in the outpatient block. The pharmacy situated in the outpatient block. Medicine should be given to the outpatient from this pharmacy, which is present in outpatient block. So, this is all about the unit dose dispensing and controlled drug administration. So, in this particular video, we have talk about the unit dose dispensing and centralized unit dose drug distribution system and decentralized unit dose drug distribution system, and the different forms for control and for the unit dose drug system. And this is the layout of outpatient department, OPD department layout, and this is the